Destination postcard. So another thing that we need to do as we direct a writer is provide the writer with a destination postcard. It shows the writer where you're headed, and it gives the elephant the emotion or reason to be excited about that. Now, the reason I need to write a book is encased in a larger need for me. What I really need to do is change my life. What I really want to do is change my life. In 2009, when we had this recession, and I saw some of my colleagues laid off that I never thought would be laid off, talented people. And I had my pay cut, which I never thought would happen in my lifetime. It made me very uncomfortable, and what I realized was I had not been assuming enough responsibility for myself in my career. I had become dependent upon the state of Nevada, if you will. I thought that things would always work a certain way, that they would always take care of me in a certain way. And so I had really become dependent upon a model that no longer existed. And I found that out, we all found that out in 2009, right? So in 2009, I purposed, I don't want to feel like this ever again. I don't want to be in this situation ever again where cuts are happening and I feel so hopeless about what I'm going to do. So what I want to do is from this day forward in 2009, I want to start a process to reinvent myself, to become someone different, so that ultimately I don't have to work for the state. So my destination postcard, if you will, is not my name on the front of a book. That's not my destination postcard. That's something that I have to do along the way. My destination postcard is Bret Simmons, public speaker, public trainer, whatever it might be. It's a picture of me not working for the state of Nevada. Does everyone understand that? That's my I know you get that. And I'm not saying, and I hope you heard me, I'm not being derogatory about the state of Nevada. I'm being critical of myself, that I had become complacent, and I don't want to be complacent anymore. So that's my destination postcard, is to totally reinvent myself so that when I want to, I can switch to a whole nother income stream, okay? Now, one of the things I need to do along the way, if I want to get paid to speak, I really got to have a book. So that's one of the things I know that I need to do, is to write a book. How do you write a book? How do you switch to a whole nother career? So that's what I really want to do. I'd like to get paid to do something different. What I'd like to get paid to do is this. I'd really like to do a lot of this. Now, this is a 7-hour gig, and there's a certain amount of money that comes with a 7-hour gig, but I know people that stand up behind a podium for 1 hour and make multiples of money more than I'm making right here today. And this is going to kind of sound like a throwback to The Wizard of Oz. Did you ever see that movie? The difference between them and me is they have a book. Doesn't have to be a good book, but they have a book. So I know that one of the critical moves I have to do along the way to getting to the destination I want to go to is I must write a book. Another critical move that I have to make for me to transform myself, where I can move to a platform where I could get paid to do this, I really need to learn to speak better. If I want to get paid to speak, I need to get better at what I do. Talk about a difficult look in the mirror. And I just said this in front of an audience I'm speaking to, and it's on camera, but that is true. I will never really transform my craft until I have the courage to invite someone to critique me and coach me through it. But I resist that because, again, I'm telling myself, oh, you teach all the time. You stand up in front of people all the time. You do that. You've been doing this for 18 years. You got this down. Yes, I have this down, but only to a certain degree. Does that make sense? I can't move myself to the next level until I choose to do something different. And that choice that I need to make is to involve other people in the process, to give me something that I don't have. Does that make sense?